Councillor Ivanides.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm a graduate of lifestyle medicine. Lately, I've been hearing reports from people I know and friends of friends who have cancer. You may know a number of them yourselves. 3-year-old children with leukemias, teenagers with Hodgkin lymphoma, and adults with various types of cancers, such as breast cancers in women, prostate cancers in males, and other cancers becoming common occurrences. Cancer never used to be common, and we have to ask why. I often hear, something's got to get you. Even at 3 and 15 years old, I beg to differ. The old adage, prevention is better than cure, must prevail and is the basis of this motion. I hear from a number of residents who are concerned about the reintroduction of glyphosate, otherwise known as Roundup, in the community. It not only affects young children, but creates concerns for pet health, especially around dog parks. We know chemicals are in our everyday living. In over 39 years of teaching, I have seen behaviours and serious allergies increase in children, in line with the increased use of chemicals and pharmacological products. Included in this chemical use is glyphosate, widely used in genetically modified organisms and around parks, roads and footpaths. There have now been numerous legal cases in the USA against Monsanto and Bayer, the owners of this chemical. A number of these cases have been won as patients with cancers came forward. I would expect the support of my fellow councillors when this notice of motion is in the best interest of the health and well-being of our residents, including children, flora, fauna and our four-legged friends. The motion simply asks for a report on glyphosate. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Ivanides. Councillor O'Donnell.
Thank you, Mayor. And thank you, Councillor Ivanides, for bringing your notice of motion. I'm 100% supportive of a report coming back in, speaking for concerns that residents have raised with me directly regarding the use of this chemical within our community and the areas that it has been used in. So I do look forward to the report coming forward. I also do want to point out Irene, our seeing eye dog in training that attends meetings, who isn't able to attend tonight because Waterways have their AGM. However, Irene herself has actually recently been very, very ill. She's fine, by the way. Please don't be concerned. She was out and about in part of her training where recent spraying had taken place near where she's living, and was extremely unwell for 3 days. Now, this dog is phenomenal and will go on to achieve phenomenal things, but all of our furry friends are highly, lovable and cuddly, and we love them dearly. But we need to be very aware of where this is being used and what it can do. So I do look forward to the report coming in. And as I said, thank you very much, Councillor Ivanides.
Thank you, Councillor O'Donnell. Are there any other councillors on this matter? Councillor Agatan.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'll be very brief. I just wanted to note that according to mainstream media, just in this financial year, the German pharmaceutical and biotechnology group, Bayer, have set aside an additional 1.2 billion euros in provisions to address ongoing litigation just in the United States in relation to the said weed killer. So as a person who suffers from allergies and as a parent, as a minimum, I think we should warn our residents when spraying is taking place. And I thank Councillor Ivanides for this very important notice of motion, clearly very relevant to people who are conscious about their health and park users, children, pets, adults alike. So thank you very much, and I'll be supportive of that motion tonight.
Thank you, Councillor Agatan. Are there any other councillors? I would just like to propose a small amendment, which would be an additional point 7, and apologies to governance. I am going to read it out slowly so we can type it. So that would be an additional point that also says ways in which we inform the community of spraying, including how long, the information is available before and after spraying. Is that acceptable to the mover and seconder? Thank you. So that amendment has been accepted by the mover and seconder. I would just like to add my support to this motion. I think it's a great motion. As one of the councillors that initially proposed the removal of glyphosate, and the last council reintroduced glyphosate back to being used by council, albeit in an amended form. I acknowledge that there is cost that goes with that, and I think that there are ways that we can mitigate that, whether or not it is potentially something council wish to consider in the future of a full removal of glyphosate again, or whether that is an amended form of that. I think there is one really important thing that I would like to understand further, and that is the way in which we inform the community of the spraying and how long that information is available before and after the spraying. There are other councils that make the signage available after spraying in their parks for many days. So at the very least, the community can make their own decisions on whether they wish to expose themselves, their children, their dogs, whoever, to that, or whether they would like to rely on the information that it's supposedly safe for a minute or two after it's been sprayed. At least people can then be making their own decisions. But I will certainly be very supportive of receiving this report. Hopefully that is supported by council this evening, and we can receive that and get some further information, and would commend Councillor Ravenides on bringing this evening. Do you wish to close, Councillor Ravenides? Thank you. I will put that to the vote. Very shortly. It's just to build the suspense. All those in favour? That is Councillor Agatan, Councillor O'Donnell, Councillor Ravenides, Councillor Ashworth-Collett and myself. All those against? Councillor Saab and Councillor Hill. And that is carried. Thank you. Do we have any items of urgent business this evening?